Torino getting back to Fernando Orsi, who's the first choice in goal now, ahead of Valerio Fiori, who's been dropped for recent games. Here's Vinter. Forward by Crivero. It'll be interesting as ever to see what tactics Trapattoni adopts. The inclusion of Merla will be a real bonus to him. There have been a lot of talk that he wouldn't make the side today because of that injury. Vinter fouled, free kick to Lazio. Certainly he has chopped around with the side this season, Trapattoni, and the last time we saw Juventus against Sampdoria, he changed the formation after only a matter of minutes. Here's Baggio now in superb form at the moment. Vialli, fought by Carrera. Now Baggio. Conte. Di Canio. And a call by Orsi.
He'll be pleased to take a cross like that early on in the game, Orsi. Obviously a big game, and in the first few minutes it's always a bit tense, so that'll calm him down a little bit. He's taken that cross extremely well.
He's had to settle for a seat on the bench for most of his 7 seasons or so with Lazio, Orsi, but getting the vote now ahead of Fiori, who'd been out of favour for a while, certainly with the Lazio fans. And Orsi now keeping him out with some certainly improved displays. Foul by Favoli, the captain of the Italian under-21 side. And a real prospect for the future. A lot of smoke circling around the stadium. And there's a real cracking atmosphere here. Merla taking the kick. Only partially cleared. And it's Jürgen Kohler who strikes the ball way over the bar.
Yeah, just bounced a little bit too high for him there. Just got underneath it a little bit too much. Couldn't quite get over the top there. But it was a silly little foul in the corner there to cause them the pressure that they put themselves under. There was no need to foul the guy. He was running out into the corner and put themselves under pressure. So really, first half chance of the game, really.
Now Vinter, playing with so much confidence since his move from Ajax. Thomas Doll, the first East German, of course, to play in Italian football. Up in search of Signori, who's policed by Carrera. Oh, what a very risky back pass. Riedler now brought down. A penalty, surely. And the referee has given it. It all stemmed from that dreadful back pass by Carrera, which put his goalkeeper under so much pressure. Well, Peruzzi claiming his innocence. The referee, Marcello Nicchi, points the penalty spot. And a great chance here for Lazio to take the lead.
I think you find there that the goalkeeper actually has just had a little bit of lapse of concentration. The ball's actually sort of gone over the top of his foot. He's missed it completely, and well, I think he's hit the panic button after that, and there was definitely a contact. But obviously the strikers made a meal of it as well and made sure that the referee was going to give the penalty. But a disastrous start for Juventus.
Signori preparing to take the kick, trying to retain his composure. 17 goals so far this season. Most of those have come with his left foot, and I'm sure he'll be taking this kick with his left. Signori, and a great save by Peruzzi. Fabulous stop. And what a let-off that for Juventus. And dismay for Lazio and Signori.
That was a great save by the keeper, but I'm always suspicious when players are coming up only one pace. You could tell with the way that Signori was approaching the ball, really, that he was only going in one corner. And the goalkeeper's read him like a dream and pulled off a tremendous save. But I'm always suspicious when players don't have a run-up, because the shape of the body, you can tell where he's going to put the ball.
Well, we were singing the praises of Angelo Peruzzi a couple of weeks ago when Juventus took on Sampdoria. And he's excelled himself again there with that Marvellous save. 5 minutes gone, no goals. There should have been one for Lazio. The penalty kick squandered by, of all people, Giuseppe Signori. He knows of bitter disappointment for him. Juventus now then with a free kick, maybe a shooting chance for Andy Merler, who has such outstanding firepower from this distance. Baggio is there too. Rivero racing forward, Merler had to spray it wide. Di Canio turns straight into Favalli. Good pace shot by Favalli. Very adventurous defender for Lazio when he does come forward.
Well, they've made a total hash up of that free kick. I mean, they've got themselves in a great position on the edge of the penalty area. Got people that can strike the ball, and for some reason Lazio have ended up on the attack. I mean, I would like to see Trapattoni on the bench. Is a bit lively, you know, under normal circumstances, but I think he'd be very upset that something like that's happened early in the game.
Is that the master tactician wouldn't have been too happy about that one. And there is Trapattoni, I'm sure, making that very same point.
He was saying to him, it worked on the training ground.
They all work there. Baruzzi, regarded now as the #3 goalkeeper in Italian football. And he did his prospects of a senior call-up no harm at all with that save for the penalty. Offside against Vialli, who was dropped by the Italians from their friendly against Mexico. Baggio teaming up with Mancini and Signori, who played wide on the left, and it was a rather unfamiliar role for him, and one he didn't seem to adapt to with his customary aplomb. A promising start to the match. Free kick to Juventus. Baggio. Comfortable though for Fernando Orsi, now 33 years old. Karl-Heinz Riedler, who hasn't scored so far for Lazio this season. He would probably respond to that by saying, if you don't pick me, I can't score. But all the same, he's been such a prolific scorer down the years. 13 last season. Same tally as Ruben Sosa, who was his partner. Sosa, of course, now with Inter. Good header by Luzzardi. Ferreira. Misunderstanding, though, with Jurgen Kohler. Here's Fuser, another player who's impressed us on the occasions we've seen him this season. Operating wide on the right for Lazio, and a very positive and forceful player. Dole. Rivero going forward. Still Rivero. And the shot is from Riedler. Looking very sharp.
Good effort, good effort. I think great movement off the ball there as he takes it in there. There's a couple of runners. Vinter's gone to the right, and he'd be a little bit disappointed he hasn't hit the target there, because he's made good movement, got round the defender and really should have hit the target, but at least he's been brought into the game early, and I'm sure he's got a good scoring record against Juventus. Be interesting to see if he can get one today.
Well, he's been very upset, not surprisingly, at being left out of the Lazio side on many occasions. There was talk of him going back to Germany, but that might all change with a goal or two for Karl-Heinz Riedler. Here's Vialli now. Shepherded by Luzzardi. Conte is the engine room in the Juventus side. Conte. Down goes Di Canio. Foul by Favalli. So Juventus with plenty of attacking ideas themselves in this first quarter of an hour. Berlo with the kick. Conte. Lazio, who've been beaten only once at home this season by Torino. And their main problems really have been at the back rather than up front, where of course Signori's been shining so often.
I think that's the problem they've had this season, isn't it? They've scored, what, 33 goals, yet they haven't really sorted things out in the defence. If they can do that, I think they'll be in for a good chance of a UEFA place come the end of the season.
Italia. Baggio linking well with Di Canio. Baggio again, orchestrating things for Juventus. Here's Di Canio. Another very talented player on his day, Di Canio, but frustratingly inconsistent. Fouzer back trying to mark him. The goalkeeper did extremely well then, Ossi, as Di Canio got the rock side of Fouzer riddled clear. And that was a chance sent for Juventus, sent for Di Canio.
He was a little bit fortunate there, Fouzer. He was a bit casual in his own penalty area. I think the goalkeeper's made a terrific save there. And again, it was Baggio that's played the ball in behind. Every time Baggio's on the ball, you feel that Juventus are going to set something up.
Bello with the corner. Ossi's come for it. He came with it with a great deal of confidence too. Signori. Off goes Dole, so full of running. But nothing comes off forehead this time. Baggio. All revolving around him for Juventus. And he wanted full pelt then on Carino, who Gazza calls the tank. So he certainly didn't pull out of that one, Roberto Baggio.
I thought it was a very good 50-50 tackle, Peter. I think there was nothing wrong with that. Both players have played the ball, and the guy's gone up in the air, and the referee's right on the spot, but he's given the free kick. But for me, that was a good tackle.
See what Carino thinks of it later. He's a hard man to cross. Winter taking the throw. Fouzer. Again showing his strength. And the referee decides, though, that he was the offender there, and has given the free kick to Juventus. Certainly Juve are concerned about the threat that Fouzer poses. And they've left out Marocchi from the starting lineup. He was expected to play at left back, but Dino Baggio filling that role. Very versatile player, but it's not his best position. Indeed, when he came on for Italy in the week, Dino Baggio, Dino, not Roberto, Dino played in his more familiar central midfield role and apparently excelled. Now Di Canio, dangerous ball in. Galea was the player on the end of it, and again Lazio just a little lucky to get away with that. Dole. Good feel to the game though, Glenn.
Yes, not bad at all. It's settling down now, and I think both teams now have had chances or semi-chances at both ends, and it's a matter of waiting a little bit. I like it when Baggio's on the ball. I think when Baggio's on the ball for Juventus, you get the feeling something's going to happen. He's playing very deep, and I think as it gets tighter in there, then he'll perhaps get himself into the penalty area.
He's doing that now. Right on cue. Baggio 1-1. Oh, fabulous finish, and such a penetrating build-up then by Juventus. Torricelli involved, and Baggio showing his awareness to slot it in.
Well, yes, I was just saying he's been playing deep, and nobody's been picking him up. And at some stage in the game, I felt he had to get a bit forward, and he'd done that. Perfect timing, lovely slide ball into him, and he's just kept his head and tucked it under the goalkeeper. It was a wonderful pass. You know, it's beat what, 4 or 5 players with one pass. Baggio sneaked in behind. Look at that, outside of his right foot, sneaks it in the near post. Terrific goal.
Lazio 1, Juventus 1. Roberto Baggio, his 11th goal of the season on 14 minutes. 2 or 3 of the Lazio defenders looking across at the linesman, hoping for a flag, but there wasn't one. He was onside. Riedler to Fouzer.
This would be where Juventus now will be steadying themselves and make sure they don't give anything away. They've gone 1-0 up in an away game, and they've got to really concentrate, and the sweeper at the back there will be looking after things. I would think asking his 2 stoppers to mark tightly for the next 5 minutes.
Cortés fits it on. So Juventus leading by a goal to nil. Not 1-1, as I think I might have suggested there. Of course, the penalty was saved. Here's Thomas Dole. It's all happening. Dole again. Slip through. And it was Kohler to the rescue.
Yeah, I think he only had one thought in his mind, Kohler, to clear that ball after what happened on the penalty situation. He saw the keeper coming out, but he thought, no, just going to play safe here, and I think he's done the right thing. But there's chances going at both ends, isn't there?
There is. Signori. Free kick to Lazio. As ever, urgent instructions issued by Trapattoni down on the bench. Now, Signori is there, also Fuser. There, straight into the wall. Again, Riedler climbing so high. Really is dangerous in the air, Karl-Heinz Riedler.
Gets up very well. Really needs a couple of balls from a different angle for him to really have a go at goals. I fancy if they can get in behind the defence, get a couple of good quality crosses in, then Riedler might be in for a header on goal. But at the moment, the balls have been playing up in the air to him, and the defenders behind him. It's difficult for him to get anything at goals. He's just flicking it on.
Goal. Bacci losing out, but snapping back into the tackle on Merla. Roberto Baggio. There's Gallia. Vialli ahead of him, and Dino Baggio linking with him outside here. The tackling back though by Fuser. Now Merla coming across to take the kick, involved in all the set pieces for Juventus. And of course a proven goal scorer in his own right. Merla's corner. Vialli was very nearly on the end of it. Just kept in, was it? No. Dino Baggio ran it over the line for a goal kick to Lazio. Dino's off team, who had that early chance wasted by Signori, and find themselves now then a goal down, thanks to Roberto Baggio's strike on 14 minutes. Up goes Riedler. Another promising run towards Signori. Didn't find him. Juventus clear. Winter. Signori, Dole rather. Not a bad ball either. That was half a chance for Riedler, and with his ability in the air, even more. Corner, and he's got nothing from it, but it could easily have been a goal.
That's the angles that he wants. He wants crosses coming in from that sort of angle, and he's got a chance of, getting up and using his height, because he is strong in the air. And I think he was claiming a foul or handball there on the back post, but really I thought it was a good decision.
I think maybe a handball, yeah. Well, the referee just had a long look, turned away. Trapattoni still not happy with his team's defending, but they're in front. Signori. This is Crivero, the sweeper and captain of Lazio, on from Dole. Almost at the halfway point in the first half. Lazio 0, Juventus 1. Sorry if I confused you by suggesting it was 1-1 earlier. Carried away with all the excitement here. Jürgen Kohler.
See there, Kohler, he's the marker. He's marking Riedel very close, but there's times when he comes forward, even on the ball, and he joins in the play, and it's good to see that. You know, if you've got a stopper, but he can do that job, but he was also very good on the ball. It's an extra bonus.
Goes Vialli, almost hooking that one towards the goal after Baggio's adept flick.
Again, Baggio on the end of things. You know, it's a lovely little 1-2 with Vialli, and you know, another couple of inches, and that might have been in the back of the net. They could have found themselves 2-0 down there, Lazio. They look a little bit lackadaisical at the back there at times.
Signori now. Bacci support. Here's Di Canio with Favali. Oh, the crowd thought the foot was high. The referee decided there was nothing wrong. Time here for Crivero, former Torino player. He's been brought to shore up the Lazio defence this season. It hasn't been an overall success, really. Now Merler showing good vision. Off goes Vialli. Inevitably, Luzardi is with him. Now Baggio. Di Canio. Good skill on the ball until he gave it away to Victor. Now Dole. Out goes Riedel. In theatrical fashion, leaps back to his feet, and on he goes. Nothing wrong with him.
I thought it was a good tackle. I thought the lads just poked the ball away, and the referee again has gone for the dive and fallen for it.
Crivero gets Fauser. Riedel hovering at the far post. Again climbing well, this time using his arms for a little extra leverage. There has been speculation over the past couple of weeks that Juventus might be thinking about recalling Dino Zoff to the club from Lazio. He was here, of course, before. He took them to a couple of trophies as well. That wasn't considered enough. Eventually, Trapattoni restored to power. But now the rumour going round is that Zoff may come back as coach, with Trapattoni pushed upstairs, as it were, to a general manager's role. But you have these kind of rumours every day in Italy. Torino with Fauser. Again, Signori onto the end of the header from Riedler. Still Signori. Riedler couldn't make it, and away by Dino Baggio for the corner.
Yeah, I think he'd be disappointed there with Signori. Once he got by the last defender there, you would expect him to whip a lower cross in, and it just hung up on the back stick, and it was a nothing cross at the end of the day. But at least they're getting in them good positions now.
Signori taking the corner. Cavalli was the player who met that one at the far post. Almost unchallenged. Baggio away. Bacci for Lazio. Endeavouring to apply a little bit of pressure now on Juventus. Crivero slotted through delightfully, and Dole almost got a foot to it. The flag up anyway for offside. And another inspired piece of approach play then by Lazio, which very nearly unlocked the Juventus defence.
Yes, that must have been very tight and offside. Unfortunately for Signori, the ball had rolled, too far away. But again, they've got plenty of possession in there. If they can just get a little bit of luck in front of goal, I think they might be in for a goal. But at the moment, I would say Juventus are looking the more composed side, stroking the ball around, and obviously with that man Baggio, every time he gets the ball, they look dangerous.
Torricelli. Vialli with the header. Here's Conte. Vialli ahead of him. That's safely through from Lazio's point of view to Orsi. Gallia. Just to recap for any late viewers, no Paul Gascoigne or David Platt, both out through injury. They're both expected to be back in the action fairly soon. Gazza indeed being saved, we're told, for the cup tie against Torino on Thursday. And of course, both will be hoping to be fit to play for England in their forthcoming World Cup game against San Marino. Here's Merlo then with a free kick for Juventus, leading by 1-0. Read by Luzzari. Now here's Victor, who's quickly endeared himself to the Lazio fans this season with a string of superb displays. It's a fight pass to Fouzer. Still Fouzer. Did well to right the tackles then. Signori. A shot given through, and it squirms wide of goal.
Nicely set up there from Signori. Lovely weighted pass. It's the first time we've seen that we've seen Vinter in the game, and he's broke away from defence, and it's caused them some problems. We should see him more in the game. I think if he can get himself in the game, we haven't seen him yet, but if he can, I think Lazio could, start getting back into this game and perhaps get a goal that they vitally need.
It was from that kind of range that Thomas Doll scored his only goal of the season for Lazio early on in the campaign. So he could do with a goal or two. He wasn't far away on that occasion. Down goes Riedler. Another free kick to Lazio, taken by Carino. It's Fouzer. Brackley. Cavalli. Doll just got the faintest of flicks on then. Signori was very quick. And he's got the better there of Dino Baggio. A free kick has been given, taken quickly by Signori. Gallia away. Here's Dino Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Not related, in case you're wondering. It's Torricelli with Di Canio. Juventus happy just to calm things down and maybe build something on their own now. Not this time. Carino. Fouzer. Good tackle though by Kohler. One of the top defenders in world football, Jurgen Kohler. Member, of course, of the West German World Cup winning side back in 1990.
He's doing a wonderful job back there for Juventus at the moment. He's solid as a rock, and that's allowing the sweeper to do his job and sweep behind, and they're looking nice and tight at the moment.
A little scrap going on. Baggio and Carino. Referee in close attendance. Baggio. There's Gallia. Now that for Di Canio, who's posing a lot of early problems. Gallia. Good tackle though by Crivero. Away by Favalli. Here's Doll. Lazio sweeping forward now. Favalli, who pulled out to the left. Here's Doll and Vinter. Fouzer taking over now. Not a bad effort either by Fouzer. Can really strike a ball. And Peruzzi right behind the shot.
That was a good strike. Lazio, you get the feeling that whenever they're in possession, they look a good side. I just feel defensively that they've got a problem. There's a big hole in between their marker and their sweeper in midfield, and there's nobody really filling it. And that's where Baggio's picking a lot of balls up and causing them a hell of a lot of problems. If they don't get tighter there, I think they're going to give too many chances away, and Juventus could go on and get the second.
Lazio pressing again. Fouzer. Looking to run at defenders and commit them, but no sting behind his shot. Trapattoni, never short of a word or two of advice. Signori. Cola in trouble. Reedless through, and Peruzzi is there.
Peruzzi's come out tremendously well and read that. You know, a bit of pressure there from Signori. Kula's made a hash of things, and Reedler's touch wasn't too bad, but the goalkeeper was magnificent the way he's come out there and smothered the ball. So quick.
Up goes Vinta. Free kick anyway to Lazio. And every promise of a few goals in this game, I would think, from the first half an hour. Just a one so far, scored by Baggio for Juventus on 14 minutes, but early on a missed penalty by Signori for Lazio. Goal going down, but no free kick. Conte. Got sent off recently, Conte. And they missed him, Juventus. He's been a vital cog in their machine this season. Gino Baggio. This is Vinta. Now Crivero threading it on for Vinta. Coming more into the game though, Arden Vinta. Very influential player, as is this fellow, Thomas Dole. Crivero. Vinta. Now Carino easily away from Baggio. And then he was tripped. As Lazio make progress towards the Juventus penalty box. Macchi. Signori turned very sharply, but straight into Carrera.
Carrera at the back there has been tremendous for Juventus, along with Kula. At the moment they look really solid, and they're prepared to let Lazio come through the middle of the pitch. I think Lazio have got to get some whips from somewhere and try and get round the back.
Merla looking for Di Canio. Well read though by Favali. Was away down that left now then for Lazio. Vialli backtracking him. Really does get through a prodigious amount of work, Gianluca Vialli.
Yeah, it's tremendous to see that, isn't it? You know, every now and again the centre forward coming back and tracking a full-back in a dangerous position, and he's ended up with the throw-in as well. Regained possession for his team.
Cola to Carrera. Carrera rather hastily forward, picked up by Fuser. Now Vinta. Lazio probing again at this Juve defence. Deep trickery by Vinta, who felt he was tripped. Certainly Baggio was. A little bit of retribution there. An early yellow card for Carino. I said he'd be looking for Baggio.
Yeah, it's about time he got a little bit tighter on him, but obviously he's got to get tighter in the football sense rather than get himself booked, because now, if he does anything silly, he's going to be off the pitch. That's a reckless challenge. I mean, it's in the, where is he? He's in his own half, he's in no danger zone, and he's got himself a yellow card, and he's going to be under pressure for the rest of the game now.
Well, just before that, Arden Vinta felt that he should have had a free kick. The referee didn't agree. Now the free kick has been given to Juventus for the foul by Carino on Baggio, which has earned him the first booking of the game. Donicelli, good running here by Baggio. Carino is with him. Quite a tangle these two are having. Down goes Carino.
I think that's a little tussle to watch in the second half, that, Peter. It's going to develop into a right battle, that.
Carino is not an automatic choice in the Lazio side. Injuries giving him his chance. And he's certainly having quite a confrontation with Baggio. And what a run here by Bacci. Shooting chance. Peruzzi is there once again to block it.
That's a great reactional save there from Brackley, and you know, really, where did the Juventus defence go to?
Well, they went missing then. Bacci towards Riedler. But here's that chance again.
Yeah, he struck it through the middle for the legs of the defender, and it's a great reactional save there from the keeper. Excellent.
You know, Baggio, it was a great run through too by Bacci. Terrific turn of pace to set up the opportunity for himself. Now, news of goals elsewhere. Udinese 1, Roma 1. Lazio's great rivals, of course, who share this stadium. And it's Atalanta 1, Ancona 0. All the half-time scores for you a little later. And all the goals, of course, from the other matches in Gazza's programme on Channel 4 on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. Gazzetta. Carrera. Victor to Fuser. Lazio 0, Juventus 1. The match, the first half of many chances. And I wonder if Lazio are going to rue that miss by Signori from the penalty spot early on. Fuser now, setting himself up well. The sub goalkeeper, this fellow Peruzzi.
That was a good effort from Fuser. He's dummied with the left. The defender's taken the dummy, jumped in the air. He's come back on his favourite right, and a little bit more power. I think he would have caused the keeper a bit more problems. But from that sort of area, he had some curl on it as well, maybe going wide.
He's a bulky keeper, but a very agile one. This is Dole. Rivero. Now that for Victor. Fuser. Riedler hoping for the cross. Dealt with by Torricelli. Not too well, though. Victor to Dole. Gallia. And Torino in quickly on Baggio. Here's Di Canio. I think Baggio fancied that one. Bacci was the player initially making the challenge. Signori now. What was he thinking of there?
Yeah, that's a poor delivery, isn't it? He's got himself again in a tremendous position. I think you find that Riedler's made a little run off the defender, and the ball just needs to be played behind him, and he's overhit it again. But Lazio, look, their best chances really have come when Juventus have lost possession in their own half, and they've gone on, you know, when their Juventus defenders are not really engaged in their marking job, and they've gone on and looked dangerous from that position. When they build up slowly, I don't think they're causing too many problems to Juventus.
Cavalli with the header. Baggio. Carino was with him. This is Fuser. Signori working hard. Riedler's made the run again. This is Riedler. Almost turning Jurgen Kohler, his German compatriot.
Yeah, it was a bad first touch there, Peter, really. He would have been very disappointed. He's let the ball run over his foot and away, and the keeper's come out and took it. But if he'd have kept control there, he had a licence to kill. He was in that 18-yard box, and that's how he wants the ball.
Maybe just lacks that bit of confidence that he needs, Karl-Heinz Riedler. He's looking pretty sharp. He did the last time we saw him. Needs a goal, though. Di Canio to Baggio. Great skill by Baggio. Here's Merla now. Gallia. Tidy player in this Juventus side, Gallia. Generally reckoned to be their best player in the last campaign. Not quite as consistent though in this one. Vialli, of course, is a new recruit from Sampdoria back in the summer. Di Canio. Dino Baggio. 5 minutes to half-time. And the flag is up for offside.
I think Juventus will be very pleased to see these, you know, next 5 minutes out and going at half-time, obviously 1-up. They've looked the more composed side, I feel, and when Baggio's on the ball, he's a terrific player, a lovely little skill, a little back heel that he showed a couple of minutes ago there, and when he's on the ball, something's going to happen. You feel something's going to happen for Juventus.
Fuser trying to get something started for Lazio. Torricelli away to Di Canio. Juventus, who won only twice away from home so far this season. One of those was against Torino in their own stadium, of course, in Turin, the ground they share. Dole, Bacci, now Torino. Here's Dole. Almost sent Favali away, but Di Canio was there. Conte, Baggio. Came off Baggio. Or throw to Lazio. And this is Bacci. A long look from Roberto Baggio. Thought he may have been pushed from behind, but the referee totally disinterested in his claims. It's Fuser now. Signori, always danger when he's threatening with his menace around the penalty box. Certainly Trapattoni can't relax. His team may be leading, but it's by the slightest of margins. And Lazio have another opportunity to create something with Signori's corner. It's Cavero. And it's 1-1. And this time it is.
Yeah, not particularly good corner, actually. I think Signori's mishit it a little bit, but bad defending on the near post, a little flick on, and Cavero's come in, and there it is, the flick, and he's just got there in front of the goalkeeper. Just took it well.
It was Thomas Dole who flicked it on, and Roberto Cavero, the captain of Lazio, with his first goal in their colours, who has given them the equaliser with less than 5 minutes of the first half to go. And that's really got the Lazio fans singing now around the stadium. Sizzling atmosphere. And we've got quite a contest on here. Juve having taken the lead, Lazio back on level terms, thanks to Cavero. Again, maybe you could point a finger at Juve and their lack of concentration at the back on the corner, which has cost them a goal. Cola, hounded by Fuser, and he's fouled it.
Yeah, in free play they've looked pretty solid at the back there, and it's just that one set piece that people have just not picked up Dole on the near post, and obviously not tracked the flick on. Carreras came in, you know, unmarked, and from that sort of range he's always going to score.
First goal almost to the day for a year when he scored against Bari. And of course for Torino, his previous club. Cavero, wearing 6, the goal scorer. Bacci to Favali. We're now into the last minute of the first half. Goes for a free kick. The referee ignoring those claims by Lazio. Marcelo Nicchi, who comes from Tuscany. Vialli out-jumped by Luzzati. Gallier got himself out of that situation well. Here's Torricelli, one of the Juventus markers, and having the opportunity to come forward now. He could get caught out of position. Riedler to Signori. Cola has gone across. Still Signori, weaving first one way then the other, and in the end denied, well I thought he was, by Conte. Still Signori. Tremendous persistence by him. Just can't tie him down, Signori. Fuser. Good strike. Wasn't far away. And Lazio finishing the first half on a very high note.
That's a wonderful little spell for Lazio. A lovely way to follow up just scoring and getting the equaliser and taking you into half-time. But Signori in the penalty area is a handful. You always think, you know, if he's going to go by somebody, he's got the range to put it in the back of the net with his left peg or to create something. And he's done a wonderful scissor kick in the corner there to get a cross in. And I think this is the lad getting injured. He's injured himself there with the tackle on Signori. But Signori in them positions there, if Lazio can get him in them positions in the second half, then there's going to be chances created.
Conte is the player down, injured. Trapattoni knows the half-time whistle isn't far away. Much relief for Dino Zoff that his team have found this equaliser and are now striving hard to take the lead. Conte okay. Some treatment for him at half-time. Fuser turning away from Vialli. Certainly Fuser's influence has grown as the half has worn on. Here's Fuser now. Finding Winter. Always looks so comfortable in possession, Aaron Winter. Suddenly steps up a gear when he needs to. Bacci. And Cavalli outside him. Pushes Clavero instead. Now Dole. We've had 2 minutes of time added on for stoppages. Signori to Riedler. It's potentially a lethal combination, Signori and Riedler. Winter now. Just got away from Dino Baggio. Fuser beyond Riedler. A real bout of pressure from Lazio. Cavalli. Another dangerous ball in. And Riedler's had a flashing wide of goal.
Wonderful jump from Riedler. Good cross in. And look, he's acknowledging his teammate. It's a wonderful jump, under pressure from the defender as well. Just couldn't quite get it over the top of it and steer it into the corner. But it's the first time as the home side Lazio have really put intense pressure on for a few minutes.
And good service provided down that left flank by Favalli. Fuser deep into injury time. Dole. Signori and Riedler both in the middle. Way by Kola. And the half-time whistle blown by referee Niki. Good first half. The missed penalty by Signori. Relief for Juventus early on. So we're all set then for the second half of what has been an enjoyable match so far. Certainly an open and flowing game. Ben Hoddle, your thoughts on the match so far?
Very good game. Yeah, chances going at both ends. I think Lazio will definitely try and start like they finished the first half. They really put them under a lot of pressure, Juventus, and it's going to be an interesting second half. Baggio, I feel, has got to get back in the game a little bit for Juventus, and you know, you can see them getting a goal, but I think there's going to be more goals.
Rossari to Winter. We were just talking at half-time, Glenn. We are praising Winter, but you'd like to see even more from him.
Yeah, I just feel that he's got a lovely silky run. He's very quick, got a change of pace, but his end product at the moment, certainly in this game, has been lacking. So I would like to see at the end of what he does, either a good pass or setting somebody through, or a couple of times creating chances for himself.
It's a free kick to Juventus, which Gallia has left. We take it by the substitute, Di Marchi, who has come on for Juventus at the start of the second half. Wearing 13. Just checking round to see who has gone off. Baggio losing out to Carino, who's sticking so tightly to him. Now Di Canio. This is Conte. Bacci with an effective challenge. Gallia on for Conte. It's Vialli. Maybe just nearly too long on the ball there, and his shot was a fairly heartless one.
I think Vialli was asking there for a deflection. Yeah, he's given the corner, I think. Yeah, rightly so. I think the defender got across and just got a touch on it. But Vialli, we haven't seen too much of him. He hasn't had many chances created for him, but he's been working tirelessly up there, and Baggio then is going to set into the holes that he's leaving.
Di Canio with the corner. Vialli almost made it. Baggio! And it rolled into the grateful arms of Fernando Orsi. Baggio, of course, the captain of Juventus. Vialli has also held that position when Baggio was out through injury. And the two in tandem up front today, with Casiraghi left on the bench. Ironically, Casiraghi was selected by Arrigo Sacchi for the Italian match against Mexico, and Vialli wasn't. So different ideas from the coaches of club and country. It's Andreas Muller who hasn't come out for the second half. He had been doubtful, as we were saying earlier on, because of injury. And in fairness, Glenn, he didn't look his normal self, really, did he?
No, he didn't. I've seen him a lot better than that. I think he come to his own on the set pieces, but in free play, we never really did see him. And perhaps it was the injury that was holding him back.
So some readjusting for Trapattoni, the coach, to do. And I would think he'll be releasing Dino Baggio perhaps into a midfield role, with Dimarchi, of course, operating at the back. Signori. Cola not far away. It's Favalli now. Whipping over the cross. Well, too. Riedler on the end of it, and rather scuffed his shot.
Yeah, very disappointing there with Riedler. I mean, he's got away from the marker. The marker was sleeping a little bit. He's got daylight in between. Look, there he is, a couple of yards ahead, and he's got to get a better contact. If he gets a better contact on that, I think that would have been in the back of the net. So a good chance there for Lazio.
Torricelli now. Here's Conte. Now by Luzzari on Vialli. Acknowledged by the Lazio defender.
Well, he was going to pick him up by the hair there for a minute, but
he'd have a job. Baggio's got more hair on offer. Look. Nick chip through. And certainly another clear opportunity at the other end for Karl-Heinz Riedler. Remember, without a goal this season. General play often looks sharp. Clearly there's something missing in that 18-yard box, where he's normally so deadly, of course, Riedler.
He's probably got a little bit of a mental block at the moment. You know, as you say, he hasn't played that much, and although he has scored in last season against Juventus, he's probably got a little bit of a mental block and lacking in confidence in the penalty area. But his all-round play is excellent.
Baggio, Vialli in pursuit, and the decision going against them. Should give credit again, Glenn, to the service provided by young Favalli down the left. He certainly is creating one or two things, isn't he?
Super cross, yeah. I think that's how Lazio going to open this defence up, because in the first half, certainly in the first, well, 40 minutes really, they've gone through the centre of the pitch, and it was really a difficult task to get through that Juventus defence. But now, since they've gone wide, they look much more dangerous.
Juventus on more than one occasion looking brittle at the back. But now they're storming forward with Di Canio. Taking on Bacci. Lovely skill by Di Canio. Vialli. This is Torricelli. Dangerous ball in. Good covering though by Crivero. Vialli. Feels for offside, and the free kick is given. Orsi furious though with the marking, or lack of it, ahead of him, but there was clearly an offside there, and Di Canio knows it.
No, I think he was offside, but it was very tight. Very tight. I think the captain of Lazio at the back there, look, he's held his hands up at the last minute because he knows he can't get back across there to defend, but it was very tight.
Certainly no one was picking up Di Canio, which I'm sure was the point that Orsi, the goalkeeper, was making. And will be endorsed by Dino Zoff. There's Dole. Baggio fighting for it, but not hard enough. Fuser. Here's Dole, setting himself up for the shot. But again, no real venom behind it.
They've got themselves in 4 or 5 times in that sort of area in the first half, and Dole again just couldn't quite get a good contact on the ball. So they're getting in good positions for shots, but not quite striking the ball at the moment.
That's Conte down injured. News of other goals now. Foggia 1, Fiorentina 0. Ivanov. And it's Parma 1, Napoli 0, and Asprilla, the Colombian, who we had a glimpse of last week, has given his team the lead. A stunning goal, I'm told, and you can see that, of course, in Gazzetta on Saturday morning. Asprilla, who came on as a sub last week, and certainly is a player of tremendous pace and penetration. And he's been rewarded with a goal today. Absorbing match between these two teams, battling for UEFA Cup place, and really at this stage that's all it looks to be for them, with Milan striding clear at the top. Enormous gap, 11 points, Milan leading on these two clubs anyway. 8 ahead of Inter, who are in second place. Here's Dole. Faced by a wall of Juventus defenders. Signori trying to wriggle past. Now Dole. Here's Vinter joining the attack. Down for Fuser. Gallia's challenge. But Vinter back in possession. Lazio captain the Juventus half. Luzzari. Too long for Signori. And the cool and composed figure of Cola plays it away. Torricelli now. That's good work by Torricelli. On for Vialli, who's offside.
Wonderful play there from Torricelli. Vialli definitely offside there, but no, a lovely run. It's nice to see him getting forward in this second half. A couple of times he's got down the right side and attempted to put crosses in. I believe he was the one who created the goal for Baggio. He's had a good game.
Cost £25,000. Former semi-pro from Paratesi. 25,000. Even Swindon could afford him.
I think we could, yes, that's right. I'm not sure about his Ferrari that he drives.
£40,000 Ferrari, yeah. You may not be able to supply that for him then. Let's have yours. Here's Riedler now. Too many defenders. He did well then, Riedler, to hold them off. Favali, Signori, Port Fuser was going for it. Away by Dino Baggio. Baggio, who was patrolling the left side for Juventus in the first half, trying to curtail the runs of Fuser. And they know all about each other, having played together at Torino a few seasons back. Renewing an old acquaintance today. 10 minutes into the second half. Lazio 1, Juventus 1. Cola. Conte with Baggio. Now Vialli, who showed for him. Well, one back though by Thomas Dole. Vialli looks disgusted. Off goes Dole. Towards Signori. This is where he's so dangerous. To deceive Cola, good cross. Riedler just could not keep it down. Well, he's got injured in the process, and maybe quite badly too. He took a bash on the knee by the look of it. But again, tremendous jump, but no accuracy on the header.
No, so Signori's done fantastic. I mean, he's taken on the full-back. He knew where he wanted to go, to the byline, and he's thrown in a couple of dummies, turn of pace, terrific quality cross. And Riedler's got up very well, just couldn't steer it into the top corner. It's just his end product at the end of the day at the moment. You know, it's the only thing that's missing from him, because he's shown today he's a good player. His all-round play is excellent.
Now he has an injury to contend with. In the meantime, it's Torricelli for Juventus. Gallia, Di Canio. Torricelli. Good ball in beyond the Vialli, who was arriving. Here's Di Canio. Shed some fine touches, Di Canio. Vialli trying to squirrel himself into a shooting position. And he's forced the corner.
Good defending from Lozado there. Tremendous. He just stood his ground. Vialli was trying to turn and get a shot in, and he just defended the ball. Kept his eye on the ball. Great defending.
This is Di Canio then with a corner for Juventus. Dino Baggio, and the whistle's gone. As Dino Baggio came marauding in, the goalkeeper was caught, and the whistle was gone for a foul on Orsi.
I think they were watching Lazio's corner in the first half. It was a replica of the Lazio goal. Baggio's got himself in there and totally unmarked.
Well, some very slack defensive play by Lazio. They've got away with it. But only just. Rivero. This is Carino. Now Vinter with Fuser. One back by Conte, but he used his arm. Fuser to Dole. Again, there's a little scuffle going on off the ball. Baggio and Carino. Here's Baggio now. Up to Vialli. Now, does he have the pace here? Surrounded by three Lazio defenders. Bacci's tackle. And the referee decides it's a fair one.
Yeah, good refereeing. Excellent tackle.
Now the whistle has gone for a free kick to Lazio. Significant scoreline coming in. Torino 0, Inter 1. Inter, remember, in second place. And it's a penalty from Ruben Sosa. Fuser. Riedler. He just can't get it right in front of goal. Karl-Heinz Riedler.
You just felt that he had no conviction in what he was doing there. The ball's come down to him and he's just panicked on it. Really, from a top quality striker, he's got to be better than that. He's got to hit the target at least.
Now the injury, I think, is Conte. We'll see in a moment. Certainly some concern being shown by the referee. Marchi has substitute having a good look too, and Torricelli. Another goal for Inter, I'm just hearing. And it's Davide Fontelan to make it 2-0. So they're well in charge in that match. And you can see extended highlights of that match in Gazzetta on Saturday. Back on the head there. And just to recap, no goals yet in the match involving AC Milan. At home to Genoa. Rosadi. Good jump by Dino Baggio. And maybe the referee didn't think so. Vinter. Rivero. Whose goal brought Lazio back into this game. Baggio now, though, for Juventus. Off goes Jurgen Kohler, striding clear. In towards Vialli, just too long for him. Good covering too by Bacci, with spotted run of Vialli.
It was a wonderful ball from Baggio, outside of the right boot, inside the fullback, and it's Kohler's come up, on a great break down the right. A good cross, caused them a little bit of problems, and it's just a shame that nobody was coming in from the left-hand side of the pitch on the back stick, because I think it would have given Lazio a lot of problems. But a wonderful ball from Baggio.
Fuser. Favalli. Fuser again. A little dink pass then from Favalli. Now Fuser. And it bobbled. but finally for Peruzzi. Fuser, who scored 6 times for Lazio this season. Got a few for Milan as well in the last campaign, so he knows where the goal is. Away by Kola. Albeit in somewhat unorthodox fashion. Now, Luzzari. Came off Gallia. In goes Conte and Kola. 1-0 by Vinter. Thomas Doll. With Riga in the middle. And Signori. Vinter arriving too. Tantalising ball played over then by Thomas Doll.
I'm not sure that if Riedler took it off Vinter's head. Yeah, I think he did. I think if we can see it again as it comes in, Vinter's on it and Riedler's just got a touch in front. And whether the Italian, Dutch, Germans not quite sorted out with Vinter and Riedler, but that could have been a great effort on goals if Vinter had been able to have had the header.
Well, there was a quick discussion between the two, so maybe there wasn't a call. Certainly came off Riedler. Vinter. Lazio now looking to raise their game. Riedler. Foul by Carrera. He just left his leg trailing. More punishment for Riedler. But the punishment he wants to inflict is a goal. Fuser. Thomas Doll. Good running by Riedler. Here's Gallia. As Juventus play themselves out of trouble. Vialli. Torricelli. And Luzzari to the rescue. With no option really but to thump it upfield, and only found Conte, who controlled it well on his chest. Carrera to Torricelli. In fairness to Juventus, there's no question of them just sitting back. They're looking for a victory as well. Roberto Baggio, outsmarted though by Bacci. Cavalli. Wasted pass, picked up by Gallia, now Conte. Goes Torricelli with Cavalli. And went rather aimlessly forward.
The tempo of the game has definitely sort of gone up in the last 5 minutes, and I like the lad Torricelli on the right here. He might have got himself a foul there. I think the lad was just holding him back because it'd have been in. But he's coming forward a lot, and Baggio's getting back in the game again. And it's making for a great game. I think, you know, it's only a matter of time. One team's going to get that 2-1 lead.
You keep praising this Torricelli. He's not for sale, you know. This £25,000 has lifted your spirits.
I've got me on.
He's worth more than that now, you know. Crevero. Here's Vinter. Again, Lazio on the attack. Riedler. 2 defenders there with him. Kola and Carrera. Riedler once more has the set for a goal. Pulled back well too. Doll's almost in there. Vialli now. 20 minutes into the second half. Lazio 1, Juventus 1. But every suggestion that there are more goals yet to come. Let's hope so.
Yeah, Riedler did everything right there. He's got himself to the byline, no angle for the shot, cut it back there, and Doll was just couple of yards, you know, come in too quick, but excellent play from Riedler.
Vialli, off goes Baggio, away from Fuser. Dino Baggio. Here's Roberto. Now Conte. Long time since he scored a goal for Juventus. Vialli! predatory instincts are still intact.
Great turn. He's turned his defender. I think he was going for the across the goalkeeper to the far corner, but I think it's just come off the side of his foot. But first time we've really seen him have a good strike at goals. He's that type of player, Peter. He can be out of the game for such a long period of time and then just comes alive in a couple of seconds and the ball could be in the back of the net.
Also, his rather clumsy clearance. Just hearing that Daniel Fonseca has equalised for Napoli away to Parma. That's 12 goals for him this season. And Torino have pulled a goal back against Inter. Enzo Schifo, the Belgian international. Well, that's now Torino 1, Inter 2. And still no goals in Milan, San Siro. Milan 0, Genoa 0. Early on, Arrigo Sacchi watching today. Glenn, who else do you think might have caught his eye?
I think there's a number out there, but I think the main man on the pitch there is, for me, is Baggio. Everything he's done, superb. Absolutely class. There's a few other players out there that have done themselves some good. I think Torcellino, the right back here for Juventus, excellent player. And, you know, if he has got a problem in that position, he'd obviously be thinking about him. Two goalkeepers, very safe at the moment, playing excellent.
This is Torricelli for Juventus. Glenn was mentioning there about Baggio and what a key figure he is, and certainly Trapattoni has been saying exactly that during the week. Earlier in the season, he was having doubts about Baggio, but now he says we can't do without him, and nor can Italy. And no doubt at all, when he's on his game, Roberto Baggio, he's one of the most gifted players in the world. Arent Winter now. It's Crivero, trying to inspire by his own example, as he did in the first half, of course, with the equaliser. Now Riedler. His crossing, but no problem for Peruzzi. Vociferous support from the Lazio fans around the stadium. It's Crivero hooking it forward. And Signori was fouled. Rather flitted in and out of the game, Signori, but you really can't keep him quiet, as his goal record this season suggests. Now Dole. Fuser. This is Dole. Good running by him. Pereira away. Now Signori. Turning so sharply. Holds defenders off at ease. Laid back by Riedler to Fuser. This is Favalli. Now Luzzari. Almost fell that for Riedler. But again, the Juventus defence doing their job. Torricelli. Now Vialli. Conte. This is Torricelli. Gallia. Baggio's gone forward. The interception there was by Crivero. Now Dole. Off goes Riedler. In tandem with Signori. Still Riedler. Ran straight into Pereira.
Good defending again there. You know, it's a difficult position to defend there. You've been run at by the forward. You've got a covering man there, and it's a timely tackle. But the game's opening up a lot now. Both teams now are playing on the 18-yard box, and there's a lot of space in midfield for each team.
It's a game that could go either way, no doubt about that. Now Di Canio has a problem. getting whistled by the Lazio fans. He was a former Lazio favourite, Paolo Di Canio. An expensive signing too, around £3 million. Never quite fulfilled his promise though. Favali getting the yellow card. Captain of the Italian under-21 side in the new era since the European Championship success for Favali, which he played a major role. And of course, Lazio captured 4 members of that squad. Arcolin, though, is a long-term injury, also Bonomi at the moment, so they've lost the services of both of them. Lozari is the 4th member, playing at the back for Lazio today. Baggio showing good determination and persistence. Di Canio. Torricelli. Lozari wins it in the air. Dino Baggio. Now, is that out of play? The linesman is flagging. Throw to Lazio.
I just feel that Juventus are just taking control of the match now. And if they can keep Baggio in the game, keep probing, I feel that they could get something. Lazio really are looking better on the break. When Juventus lose possession, that's when the game's open. I don't really feel that you sense that Lazio are going to get through them once they've got all their defenders back. They're trying to go through the middle all the time, and it's when they get wide they look dangerous.
A mistake has let Baggio in. He can't find Vialli though because Bacci is there. Another man who's been quietly impressive today, Bacci, and of course had that excellent run too in the first half that nearly produced a goal. That has produced a yellow card for Fuser for the handling offence. Rather unnecessary too.
Again, you know, another yellow card for nothing at all. It was a lovely little ball from Baggio. He saw him coming in and he just bends it on the half volley out to the fullback, and he stuck his hand up and he's got himself booked. Ridiculous, really. But everything Baggio's done has been pure class.
Here's Baggio now. It's an excellent pass too. Gallia, the transgressor, decides the referee. But again, such vision shown by Baggio with the pass.
Oh, it was a wonderful ball. I mean, he's threaded that through, what, 4 or 5 defenders there. Absolute perfection, and it was just a little bit unfortunate that it did catch his arm. It was a difficult ball to take. He was under immense pressure, but wonderful pass.
Now, this won't surprise you. Milan have taken the lead against Genoa. And it's Savicevic, the former Yugoslav, who has scored from the penalty spot. I think Papan is out of the side today through injury. Savicevic, a fairly rare outing for him. One of the stars they normally leave up in the stand. Free kick goes Juventus' way. Baggio turning Bacci. Here's Vialli. Now then for Baggio. Wondering what support he has, and then elegantly into the path of Torricelli. Di Macchi for Torricelli. Carino's come across, still Torricelli. Trying to slip it off for Gallia.
I think he's right. I think he wanted the lad to just make a little run in behind the defence, and he was in. The defender had blocked off a square pass to him. He just needed to make a bit of movement, and it could have been a wonderful chance.
It's Cola. Such strength that shown by Cola, who says, look, I've got the ball. And the referee has called play back. Maybe he's given the decision against him, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he definitely put an elbow into the face there. Definitely, as he was going by. It's okay if you're in possession of the ball, but if you do something like that, you know, whether you're in possession or you're not, that is a foul.
And a yellow card then for Jurgen Kohler, who of course was sent off against Fiorentina a few weeks ago. hasn't all been roses for Jurgen Kohler. He also scored an own goal against Parma. Rivero taking the kick. Riedler climbing high. What did I do wrong, he says.
I couldn't see anything wrong with that. I couldn't see anything wrong. I think the referee's got to get hold of this at the moment. He's going to spoil a very good game if he keeps pulling up people for very tedious things like that.
Victor sliding it through. Favalli, it's Torricelli cutting off his route to goal. And a goal kick. A decision that leaves Favalli incensed.
You just feel a little bit of anxiety creeping into the Lazio players, and Dino's off on the side there as well. I think they can sense that Juventus are taking control of this match, and they've got to get something going to get themselves back in this game, because Juventus, possession-wise, are really playing some lovely stuff at the moment.
Di Canio. Here's Victor. Cruzer. Victor again. Now Signori twisting and turning. But again ran into that sea of Juventus defenders. They work so hard for each other, the Juve side. Favalli now. He's whipped over some excellent crosses in this game. Doesn't get the chance to do so this time, though.
Yeah, I've been impressed with the lad Conte, the number 4 for Juventus. He's just sat inside, just in front of the markers, and picked off players as they've come through. If they've beaten somebody in midfield, they've had to get past him, and he's played extremely well with the ball, but he's done a great job defensively for Juventus, something I feel that Lazio are lacking.
Rivero. Now Dole. Again, Juventus having to funnel back to contain this attack. And they've done so effectively enough. Down goes Baggio, foul by Bacci. So where does Gaza... Well, just watch this first Glenn, as it's played on towards Vialli. Lazzari with him, and Vialli's got away from Lazzari. Still Vialli. And he's taken it too far, surely, there. Di Canio disappointed in the middle.
Yeah, I think there he was lacking support in there, and I think the lad was too tight on him. If he'd have made a little run to the back post, maybe he'd have had a chance of finding him, but he was too tight and everything was closed off. Maybe Vialli should have just looked. Once he looked up, there was nothing on, just shoot.
Cruzer. Torricelli blocking him. Had a little spell a few weeks back, Torricelli, when he seemed to be losing his way a little bit. But in the last few games, he's really come on again. There's Dole! Terrific shot off the bar. And Riedler couldn't finish it off. What a strike though by Dole.
Wonderful strike, wonderful strike. Great save. I think you'll find that Peruzzi just gets a touch on it, yes, and then it hits the bar. But a wonderful strike there, and it's about time that they've got a good strike like that. They've been in that position enough, but not really getting under the ball.
And the corner comes to nothing. But just listen to the noise now echoing around the stadium. A lot of very exciting football being played by both sides. And Thomas Dole very unlucky then not to score his second goal of the season. So perhaps an appropriate point now to put the point I was going to make to you earlier, Glenn, about where Gaza might fit in.
Well, it's a difficult situation when you've got 4 very good quality players. Now, you couldn't really see Gaza playing up front in Riedler's position. Signori is just a one-off. He plays off instincts and wants the ball to feed. If anything, I would say if Winter isn't producing what I would want him to do, I do think the lad at the moment looks as if he flats to deceive a little bit. And I would say if Gaza got himself in there and could play like we know he can, I think that's where I would play Gaza.
Yet Dino Zoff seems to be saying, I'll pick Vinter and then two others.
Well, that's right. I mean, just today, I think the lad works hard, but I think his end product has got to, he's got to produce for me, and I think that's where Gazza will produce.
Here's Vinter now. Bill's got Herring forward. Now Fuser, optimistic. And David Platt for Juventus when he's fit to return.
Well, the lad Muller's come in, and whether it was his injury, he didn't look too impressive on the ball here, but I could see that Platt loves to get into the penalty area. David, he loves to get off, and he could work very well with Baggio and Vialli, coming just off a little bit deeper. But at the moment, they're going to find the pair of them. They're going to find it hard to get established in either side.
Off goes Signori, who was caught there by Conte, who was very late. A rueful from Signori, and that had to be a yellow card.
Yeah, Signori again, look, he's gone round the outside, and that's a blatant foul, and rightly so. The yellow card's come out.
Well, he's had a very good match, Conte, and he let himself down there. But of course, Trapattoni will know the danger of Signori, and if he'd got clear then, it could have been a goal set up. Now, Casiraghi, left out today, is going to come on. Hasn't scored this season, Casiraghi. Off goes Di Canio, the former Lazio man, hence the whistles. I don't know what they're shouting, the Italians, but I'm sure it's something like Lazio reject. Signori with the free kick. Gallia's header out, back to Signori. Another chance to cross it in. Fuser. Torino with the pass, and the offside flag is up. No way, says Thomas Dole. I'm in charge, says the referee.
That's a very close call, but Juventus have pressed the ball very well there. They've come out, and normally they stay in there on the penalty box. On the penalty spot, but this time they've cleared the area, come out to the 18-yard box, and they've perhaps caught them offside.
Casiraghi will be playing up front with Vialli and Baggio. There's Casiraghi. There's a long way out. A lot of confidence, but player hasn't scored.
That would have been some first touch, wouldn't it, as a substitute? That had gone in.
Signori with Cola. 5 minutes to go. Lazio 1, Juventus 1, but a game that could so easily have produced more goals. And who knows? May yet still do so. Signori. Casiraghi back defending. Baggio. Little flick off, and he was caught by Bacci. Not for the first time. Exquisite touches again by Roberto Baggio today. And of course it was he who gave his side the lead early on. And Ferdino's last team had missed a penalty. Signori. Here's Baggio now. Away from one tackle and from Dole as well. Conte to Torricelli. This is Conte. Gallia. Pushing though by Vialli. Arrigo Sacchi with the chance now then to look at Vialli in a combination with Casiraghi, which is one option for the Italian national team. There's another one, Signori. It's not a bad ball either, finding Vialli. 3 minutes to go. Still Vialli. He does look an outstanding prospect. Vinter now. Still time for one of these two teams to sneak a victory. Fuser. Shot was deflected. And even Riedler, with his ability to leap, couldn't reach that one before Peruzzi.
Yes, even though we're in the last 5 minutes, this still could go either way. Both teams look well capable of scoring.
Torricelli. Casiraghi. Foul by Dole. Two teams, remember, on level points, both with 18. Milan on 29, and they're in front, last we heard, against Genoa. So were Inter, they were leading. They had 21 points before today. Casiraghi turning Luzzati. And Lazio were almost made to pay the price there. Again, some rather hesitant defending, and Casiraghi pounced.
Yeah, nice bit of skill as the ball's come in. He's realised that the defender's made a hash of it and opened his body up, took a nice touch, and it's very unlucky not to sneak it in the near post.
Baggio taking the corner quickly. Gallia, Baggio again, whipping it across. And Orsi with his body right behind it.
Just disappointing, nobody from Juventus there. And then the forwards got across to the near post. As the ball's back to Baggio, you know what he's going to do, whip it in there. And they're just three of them standing still. One of them needed to go that near post, and they might have got themselves a winning goal. A wonderful cross.
Wayward clearance by Torricelli. Cola to tidy up. Now Vinter. Here's Bacci. We're into the last minute of the game. Just a question of what the referee adds on now for stoppages. Fuser. Gallia. To Baggio. Got another kick from behind, and it was Bacci again. So he is living very dangerously. Here's Di Marchi with the free kick for Juventus. Vialli was lurking and Crivero was covering. Almost into injury time. Cavalli. Here's Riedler. Now Luzzati to Fuser. Goal is pulled wide. Not that wide, though. Collected by Cola and fed to Gallia. Conte. Dino Baggio. Gallia. Still time for either team to snatch a winner. Crivero. It's Fuser. Signori found some space for himself. Vinter had gone down the middle. Still Signori. This is Vinter now, with Riedler ahead of him. Neat turn by Vinter, bringing Fuser into the play. There's a strike, and Signori hoping to pounce as it came back off Peruzzi.
Good save, good effort as well from Fuser.
Signori ran into a brick wall of four Juventus defenders, and off goes Casiraghi. Juventus hoping to threaten at the other end now. Baggio with Bacci. And these two have been niggling at each other for some time now. Baggio very unhappy, so is Bacci, and the referee stepping in no uncertain fashion.
I think the referee could get a yellow card for that. again, wonderful bit of skill from Baggio. I mean, the ball's running out. He's managed to keep it in with a little trick and regain possession with the throw-in. And I think the Lazio players have not been too happy with Baggio. He's played so well today. Look at him teasing him at the moment.
One back though by Victor. Baggio isn't chasing back. Victor. That's an excellent pass to Fuser. Signori hanging back in the middle. And in goes Riedler. I don't think he's going to score today, Glenn.
Another great chance. I mean, right at the death. You know, in this game, he could have won. He could have won the game, and not only that, he could have got himself on the score sheet, which he so badly needs at the moment. That's a great chance. Look at that 6-yard box, a tremendous cross with pace, and he's not going to be a happy man this evening.
His timing in the air is quite phenomenal, but the end product disappointing. Bacci. Carrera. Now Conte. But it's all over, and it's finished 1-1. Again, full of opportunities. Karl-Heinz Riedler certainly will feel that he should have had his name on the score sheet today. Crivero did, though, for Lazio. This after Roberto Baggio had given his side the lead on 14 minutes.